sort of a US angle. Firstly, investors are betting that the Fed and ECB will both start cutting around June and at a similar pace.
Hello my friends, we are in the middle of the press conference. The highlight is that,
do you think that's reasonable that they should be...
As I commented in the Telegram group, Lagarde took out of the table the discussion regarding rates, rate cuts on the June meeting. That coincided with our call about the support here at 60-70 area, and euros surged higher as expected. Gold, this also gave a gold a push lower.
Well, thank you so much for your
and
for
I
your
think
question,
we are setting up for
a way,
a top
I think
here.
I addressed it earlier
Not
on
sure
when I
yet.
explained that the ECB is an independent central bank and will act independently. So we will decide on the basis of the three criteria that I have mentioned earlier, on the basis of the measurements that we have, the projections that we have, the additional data that we need. We will determine what action we need to take, and that will be done independently from what my colleague from the Fed decides to do. As to whether or not investors are reasonable or not for me to say. What I hope we can do ourselves is be attentive, monitor carefully. Once the data confirm that we are sufficiently confident to reach our 2% target in the medium term and make sure that it will be sustainable, we will act. That's really what I can tell you. By the way, I didn't say that there was no rush. Remember? I said that we did not discuss cuts for this meeting, but we are just beginning to discuss the dialing back of our restrictive stance, provided that we have enough and certainly more information.
It is the orbit indicator now.
Sufficiently confident.
I don't know how to.
Thank you, Madame Lagarde. And another question for online participants from Eric Albert of Le Monde. Eric, please.
Thank you very much for taking my question. I just wanted to come back to what you mentioned at the beginning, the loss of competitiveness of Europe. How permanent do you think it is? How worried should Europe be about that? And then coming back on wages, can you explain a little bit on your thoughts about when you say
gets cash money something.
Data for now, but I mean, what kind of data do you need to see to be confident enough? What kind of level do you want to see? And isn't some kind of catch-up of purchasing power needed actually for the European economy?
So thank you very much for your two questions. On the first one, I think that we will learn a lot more on competitiveness and how dramatic
news,
it
stocks
is when
only
we read
spike
the report
higher.
by President Draghi. But you can observe that Europe
Anyway,
has
all the
lost
focus is on the
competitiveness,
ECB now.
in a durable manner for the last couple of decades, and that was accentuated certainly during the financial crisis. So it's one of the reasons why the Governing Council was of unanimous and very strong support for Capital Market Union to be rolled out, obstacles to be removed, supervision to be strengthened, and capital to be kept and made to work at home in Europe rather than elsewhere. It's not the reason, the response, but it's certainly one of the response which matters to us because it is also conducive to transmission of monetary policy in a slightly different way. Your second question, look, when we look at the underlying inflation and the measurement of underlying inflation, there is one obvious outlier in the measurements, and that is domestic inflation, and that is services. So you have to get under the skin of that and determine what is behind it and what drives it up. Clearly it is wages, and because of this determination to avoid what I've called the tit for tat on previous occasions, we are also very attentive to profits. So it's the combination of the two. I'm not suggesting that wages should decline or that wage growth should be dampened. This is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's a major component of services and domestic inflations. Services is moving just a tiny bit. It was at 4% for the last 3 months. It's moved to 3.9%. Domestic inflation is slightly up. So we have to be specifically attentive to wages. And as many of you know, and as I'm sure you know, a lot of the indicators that we have, a lot of the data that we receive are a bit outdated. We will get the Q4 number tomorrow, which is more than 2 months after the end of the quarter. So we have to look at other indicators as well. We have our wage tracker, which sticks to all the agreements that are negotiated and signed. There is about a third of the employees that are covered by that wage tracker, of which the contract will stop being covered by an agreement as of now or at the latest in March. So we need to have that as well. We look at Indeed, as everybody does as well. And all these elements are showing us that there is an element of moderation. So growth is moderating. It's not going up as much as it did in late 22 and in the course of 23. It's moderate. The growth of it is moderating. So that's what we will be looking at very, very carefully. The fourth element that we also pay attention to is the corporate telephone survey, or the SMA as well, to hear from the corporate employers what is the labor shortage, how much hoarding do they have, to try to anticipate in a still tight labor market where wages are going to go.
Thank you, Madame Lagarde. And the next question goes to Minami Takeru of Nikkei. Minami, please.
Good afternoon, President Lagarde. Thank you so much for taking my question. So let me ask one question for better understanding. This is about wage growth and inflation. I think that even if wages continue to increase, the declining trend in underlying inflation may continue. It's just a possibility, but in this case, which one do you consider more important?
Okay, I found someone that speaks worse English than me.
Declining inflation trend or wage growth rate? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your question, but we will be looking at all of that, because we continue to look at the three key components: the inflation outlook, and that tells us what we should expect on the basis of the projections that are prepared by staff, and that indicates clearly that we are in this disinflationary process, that inflation is declining. But we also look at the underlying inflation and what feeds some of these underlying inflation, including in particular wages. So we also look at that because we want to be stable on three accounts: inflation outlook, underlying inflation, strength of transmission. On the latter, I think strength of transmission we're seeing.
Nvidia, I told you, $1,000 is coming.
To the financing sector, and then
I want short before that.
To the economy.
What to say?
Thank you.
Thank you. And the last question goes to
Everything
Jean-Philippe
pumping.
Lacour of AFP, Agence France Presse. Jean-Philippe, please.
I shorted here earlier the Nasdaq and I paid for it.
We do not hear you.
Big mistake.
I do not see you either.
We do not hear you, Jean-Philippe.
No, he's not Greek. He was like Indian.
I'm very sorry. I can see you, but...
Order filled.
I'm not happy with this computer. That's obviously the case.
Okay, well, it will be next time, Jean-Philippe. So we come to the end of our press conference. Thank you very much for following. The next press conference will be on the 11th of April. Until then, all the best. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, President Lagarde. Bye. On other news, Nasdaq hit some resistance here, but what to say? We don't short this kind of opening range. Stocks on fire. I'm taking some profits in some Euro out longs and Euro USD longs. Okay, one of the same, stocks open higher. We have seen this play many times. Okay, we see some selling here, but I need to see break below the opening range to go short. And I will go. Okay, gold goes down nicely. Let's see if we see the rug pull here. After the not so dovish ECB finally. Oil also coming back up. Okay, here we go. Let's join this.
Order filled.
This downward momentum reversal mini pattern. Nice reversal here in the Nasdaq, but I think support here will be found, so I'm gonna cover in the lower side of the opening range. I see also some dollar strengthening here. Also gold keeps pushing lower. Crypto, okay, reversing here as well. But okay, crypto is another story. Oops, I don't like this in Nasdaq. Yes, finally pound must melt.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, let's go short and strong for another time.
Order filled.
Nice move here.
Order filled. Order filled.
Sell-off continues, but I think it's time to buy this dip when we see the reversal indication. This is a good point. 42. Done. Yes. Come on. Done. Come on.
Order filled.
Done. You cannot lose buying the dip, right?
Order filled.
Yes, also taking a hit, but holding better than the Nasdaq. Now, what caused this reversal with Nvidia still above 900? What to say here? Yields also reversed higher, helping gold turning lower. Big moves in the yields. This is a 10-year bond, taking all the move back. Okay, we remain long for a reversal higher again, buying the dip I mean. Here we go.
Order filled.
Another buying the dip session. If we enter the opening range, I will add one more. I place the buy stop. Okay. Also, we have Powell speaking again for the second day, but I think everything he has to said it yesterday. Let's see, 12 minutes on the top of the hour. Crypto is taking a hit here, Bitcoin, but nothing big. Okay.
Order filled. Order filled.
This is just scalping in and out in my other account in Nasdaq.
Order filled. Stop filled.
Whoa, nice move. Okay, now let's rip higher. The channel that shows the speech of you mean Powell, I don't know. ECB is just in the ECB website, maybe in the Fed's website. But I don't care, the bullets are already sent to Bloomberg and Reuters with, how to say, with, what is the word? Not secrecy. They have signed agreements not to leak out the news before. That's why you see when he starts speaking the bullets coming out. The news. I mean, now euro is also ripping higher. As I said so this morning, if you are in my Telegram group, you are getting paid. As I posted this, my members know this, and now it's time. Okay, you can take profit or wait for longs, for a short, sorry.
Order filled.
Euro really ripping higher here. No surprise. Let's see also Euro AUD. We caught this low here, some profit taking here, and then we'll continue higher. I'm also expecting USD CAD to rip a little bit higher. It was big move with no reason yesterday. Also, if gold and oil continues to correct lower, I mean, commodity currencies that had this boost will give profits back, meaning the Aussie will drop and CAD as well. And here we go, almost hitting the profit targets. What is this?
Order filled.
Okay, we start taking profit. It was a nice move. Almost $400, just trading the opening range in less than 25 minutes with just micros. 2-3 micros, you don't need more. Of course, I'm using APEX accounts. There is still, I think until tomorrow, the offer to reset with only 35 euros. You can take advantage and reset if you have some previous blue accounts. You can find the link in the description. Oh, okay. Okay, I see some stalling here. I'm taking my profits off.
Order filled.
Okay, this is still ripping higher, but okay. Don't be greedy. You're at new highs. Ooh. No, I'm not gonna do that. Who the fuck is Walter? Come on, guy, this is a scammer. And they told me that he asks 1,000 euro for his 1 hour mentorship. Come on. This guy also, if you count the pips, he's counting wrong. For example, if he has 10 points move and he has 20 lots open, he says I'm just minus 20. It's 200 pips loss, not 20. Anyway, I don't care. About Walter or any other scammer. I was expecting this move, but I don't think we'll get destroyed. As Euro has some resistances above here. I was expecting this move exactly as I said, but now it's 50-50. You can trade in and out. I still believe Euro out has a lot of move up to 166 something here. And USD CAD also. So I'm not sure about the death of the dollar, but as they advertise it. Of course, gold still finding a bit in every dip. This is not good for the dollar. I need to see gold below 42, as I said yesterday, to have a reversal indication. Yes, he's short and he's still in profit. Come on, relax. Someone to tell him. I think Cable is setting up for a short up here. But we need to see reversal pattern yet. Not seen. I mean to break below 127.40. Snap, you remember I gave it in my group at 11.15.20, ripping higher again. At least we make some money from stocks too. Also, I bought some MEC yesterday. Okay, because MMA stocks I saw some bid, but it's very high risk. Don't follow me. Okay, we didn't break the opening rates high, and if we break the low of the opening range now again, this will be another indication of exhaustion up here of the bulls. The reason for the move in, yes, I forgot to mention this, is because speculation that Bank of Japan is gonna end the low rate policy, and we saw a spike lower in the USD yen and all the yen pairs, but remains to be seen, yet momentum is still to the upside there. Okay, I'm gonna enter one micro here, because I see some exhaustion of the buyers. 30-second opening range, I don't know. It is just for scalping to go for 5 pips and go out. Yes, they use it. You can use a lot of opening range time frames. I prefer the 15 minutes because it's the most reliable, you can say. But of course you can trade 30-50 seconds the opening. 1 minute, it's one of the most volatile period and the most with the most volume when market opens, because many are waiting to play. There are a lot of strategies on the first trading moments of each session. Why 4 likes, guys? I'm taking a break, and if I don't see at least 15 likes, I will close the live. Also, we took good amount of money. I will let this run and I will add also higher, I will see, because I don't buy all this move, and I was also biased short in the morning despite this move higher. Okay, I'm coming back in Okay, I'm back. And if
Order filled.
I'm back, let me sell some. Okay, what did I miss?
Order filled.
Euro is stalling here as expected. Cable 2. I prefer the longs in USD CAD, especially as oil drifting lower and gold tries to break lower but still remains sticky. And of course, if stocks decide to correct, USD CAD will have another boost. Tough trading as always. Okay, again higher. I don't like this, to be honest. Okay. I think we're gonna have a chance to go out. I'm putting some take profits. We didn't have anything from Powell, right? Yes, this Nvidia is doing the damage. Snapchat also doing a nice move. I sold a lot, almost half my position here, but I think there is momentum for higher. 12 is something. Come on now, Nasdaq. I think we are pretty much done for today. For the live, I mean. Euro gonna break higher. Dollar is taking a hit, meaning also gold finding beats. It's not an easy trade to go long the dollar. But we are approaching some support here, those levels. Just below 103. So I don't know, maybe I will think going short here at 30 something in the euro if we see reversal pattern. Also cable approaching and hitting resistance area at 78 is here. Anyway, if we don't see reversal pattern, we refrain from going short. But just mention it, okay. That's all, my friends. Thank you all for being here. See you tomorrow, big day. We have NFP. Maybe I will start the live earlier to cover also NFP move. We will see tomorrow. Okay, until tomorrow, have a nice evening.